Well, it's time to get into this. As you all know, the DMCA system has been pretty much out of control on YouTube, and now it's even starting on Twitch now. Yeah, it's getting that worse. But you know what? Twitch has actually been getting a hit a lot harder than YouTube is. YouTube is actually doing a better job with the copyright and DMCA stuff. It's actually quite a surprise to actually see YouTube, remember back in the day, YouTube always had a horrible copyright system and everything just got claimed out of nowhere. But apparently this has been going on much longer than we all knew about, because this will actually hurt creators really, really badly on YouTube and even on Twitch. There have been a few creators that actually been talking about this recently and that have talked about it a couple weeks ago, but it didn't get enough attention. But this has gone like a lot more mainstream now, because you can actually start seeing this all over the internet right now, because we have Twitter that is literally up in flames about this. We have articles being made about this. It's literally going mainstream. Like, this is a big thing. Let's get into what actually happened with the DMCA and how it got this attention. So you might be asking, what happened? Well, there is a US Republican senator named Thom Tillis from North Carolina trying to get this bill passed to where anybody that is making content on YouTube or Twitch, like me, can go to jail for any sort of copyright strike that they get on their Twitch or on their YouTube. Yes, we have actually gone this far in human society where we are now thinking of sending people to jail for copyright strikes. It's great. I know we've gone this far. I don't know what else to say. Thom Tillis has, taken so much money, huge sums of money from Hollywood and these music corporations, which have been proven. People are now finding out that he is actually been taking money from Hollywood and music corporations to build up this campaign. I've really never seen anything so corrupt, like anything during these days, where creators can now go to jail for having like a few seconds of a song being played in the background. And it doesn't matter if it's a mistake, if someone else is doing it, that person that is live streaming or has a video up that has a few seconds of a clip, it's going to be a disaster for them. So let me give you just an example of it all. Let's just say, you have a ringtone notification. We'll just say that. And it plays like a song while you're streaming. So you have your phone, right? You have your little phone and it goes off, right? And it has a song that you really like. Well, that could be as a federal offense to the DMCA, and you can actually go to jail and maybe even go to court for this. But let me just explain. If people are violating the DMCA, which, if they're uploading full songs about, I don't know, your favorite artist or something like that, or anything that they are really making money off of, then yeah, they should be punished. They're uploading a full song of this and they're making profit off of it. They should be punished. But we're talking about a whole different cause, because this is not what we're talking about at all. Nothing recently has been talking about anybody that has uploaded songs to the internet, a full song, and making a profit off of it. Nothing has been said about that. Like, seriously, this can really hurt somebody's career. Anybody that makes online content from YouTube, Twitch, or literally anything else that has a video platform, you're gonna get hit hard from this. Randomly, someone can come into your stream and just start blasting music that is already copyrighted, and you will get punished for it. Sending these people to jail just because you played a few seconds of a song, or someone else came into your stream, or you're playing a game and someone's playing music over the mic, you can get in trouble for that, which is absolutely absurd. But I'm extremely glad that the whole community of streaming and YouTube are coming together and standing up for this, because this is actually ridiculous, where we are now sending people to jail and their careers could be just ruined from this. Like, is this the only solution we can think of, guys? where we are now sending people to jail for copyright strikes and for copyright claims. Anything. That's the only solution, apparently, from what these music corporations and these music industries are thinking of, because Thom Tillis thinks that's the only way, sending people to jail. But as of now of this recording, hashtag stop DMCA has been literally trending for like the past couple days, and it's fantastic. I really like seeing this. I hope everybody participates and shares this video, because others really need to see this, and it is pretty bad what this can actually end up to be. But I'm actually going to explain something. I'm going to give you a little bit of information of someone that actually tweeted some information about Thom Tillis. So Thom Tillis is the senator that is pushing a new bill that would put streamers / YouTubers in actual jail for streaming copyrighted music. Here is his email, and below is the DC office, including their phone numbers. Okay, so you can actually see there has been many articles made about this already. And in this photo, you can actually see that he actually provided some phone numbers to the Washington office, the DC office, including their phone numbers. Please, if anybody is going to call these phone numbers at all, please be respectful. Please don't. It would be horrific if we can actually, if random people start calling the DC office and just literally making an ass out of themselves and just making the whole situation a lot worse than it needs to be, because it's already worse. It's already pretty bad if this thing gets passed. He's trying to push this so far. But let me get this right. Let me just rethink this. Thom Tillis, you took a huge amount of money from Hollywood, and you want us to believe that you're doing this for your own good, for the good of, you know, the companies and the music industry. You really think people are going to believe you? You know, the DMCA and the music industries, or corporations, or even films to now, we all deal with it. And like the biggest one that I've seen a lot is UMG, you know, Universal Music Group, that likes to actually claim videos and anything. Like if you have a song for like in the middle of your video and it's like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you know, anywhere, anything around there, and they would just claim the entire video, where you just don't get any money out of it, even though it's pretty much 99% of your content. 0.001% is apparently theirs, but they claim the entire thing and say it's theirs. I really do feel like these music corporations and other companies that actually, you know, go out and start claiming videos because they fucking feel like it, really don't know what fair use is, and frankly probably don't care about fair use for any reason at all. And these greedy corporations, literally, they have the most powerful lawyers, because they have millions upon millions of dollars, but they go after individual creators like me or anybody else that you know is like really big on YouTube and Twitch. These people, the individuals, don't really have much power. The corporations literally look down upon them and say, you can't really do anything. You don't have a good lawyer. You got nothing. You can't do anything. But I feel like anybody that's really high up in the popularity of YouTube and Twitch probably really just don't care and don't have the resources to really go out and take this to court. I really don't think they want to go and deal with all that, unless they have a huge case against them. Then they can probably do that. But you all have to understand that Thom Tillis actually took a whole bunch of money from Hollywood and the music industries, which became like, he made like over thousands upon thousands of dollars over this. Like I think in total it was like, I don't know, $100,000 to $200,000 in total just from these companies. Why would you think that? Why on earth would you ever think that happened? Any guesses? Well, let me actually read something to you. Maybe this can make you understand why. Republican Senator Thom Tillis has taken money directly from the same record labels that are destroying the internet with DMCA claims, wants to make streaming of copyrighted material on Twitch and YouTube into a felony. You heard me right. You heard me right. He wants to make this a felony. If you are streaming or using any copyrighted material in your videos or in your streams, anything will become a federal like federal offense, pretty much. It's becoming that. Literally right now, copyright strikes and copyright claims is just like a slap on the hand. It's just like, don't do that ever. Just don't do that again. And if you think that like, okay, I can dispute it, which you are legally allowed to do, right now it looks like that you won't be able to dispute the claim. If you have a copyright strike, looks like you're just going to jail and not being able to dispute it or defend yourself. But here is some public information about how much money was actually put into this campaign. And there's a lot of different companies that some or maybe you all know at this point, who we all know that likes to flag and falsely copyright people's videos. But here are some of the Thom Tillis entertainment industry PAC donors. Let me just read you probably all of them, because you're probably going to wonder why. We got Comcast, we got Chatter Communications, we got the NCTA, the Internet and Television Association, AT&T, Motion Pictures, National Association of Broadcasters, Sony Pictures, National Music Publishers, the Recording Industry Association of America, Universal Music Group, Viacom, Cox Enterprises, the ASCAP, Walt Disney Productions, Warner Brothers Music, iHeartMedia, and Music Speaks. And you can actually just see that Comcast donated $20,000. Chatter donated $16,000, and the list just goes on. Tens of thousands of dollars were put into this bill that these corporations literally want people to suffer in jail because they use a small portion of their music. I really do feel like that Thom Tillis is actually like probably one of the most corrupt politicians, that he literally just took money from these industries. And it's very odd for me to see that the cable companies like Cox and AT&T want this bill to actually go and become a thing, become a law, where I would think that most of the music industries and the music corporations would be all of them, not just some, but all of them, because they are the ones that are going out and falsely claiming videos. What this all means is that this whole campaign is going to put citizens' livelihood, like, and their freedom, like, pretty much at risk, because they will, like, if they're just playing music on stream, then you might be asking, what's gonna happen to them? What if they're just playing a game and music just pops out of nowhere, or someone's on the mic or even the game? What's gonna happen? Well, to jail you go, because context just really doesn't matter, because all they want is money at this point. It literally shows all these companies want now is just money, just from these cases, just from every single case that they get in the court of law. They just want the money. They don't care about your stream. They don't care about you. They don't care about anybody. All they care about is the money that they earn from these. The laws in place right now is probably not really aimed towards individuals on these platforms, but it should just only really go after criminals that are really violating the law, really breaking the law, where they are uploading full songs, full movies, full everything that they are not supposed to do because of copyright and copyright infringement. They can't do that. They're going to try and pass this bill to go after individuals that are like on the platform of YouTube and Twitch. Those are the ones that are going to suffer. Not really the people that are uploading free copyrighted music and just like full movies and stuff like that. No. Those guys, don't worry about them. The individuals of creators like of YouTube and Twitch, we're going to go after them. Like, literally, it says it in the damn title. Just literally look up Thom Tillis DMCA on Google or whatever. Most of these articles that you're going to be seeing is Thom Tillis going after Twitch streamers, or literally YouTube. Twitch streamers, YouTubers, YouTube in general, Twitch in general. They're going to go after these companies hard. I'm really not sure if, like, this vote already happened or not, or it's going to happen soon, but we need to get rid of this. Like, we really do. Like, it's going to really hurt us pretty bad for anybody that makes online content or anything at all for these 2 platforms, and I'm pretty sure more platforms are going to be added in the future. But I hope we get to the point where this does not grow any further, but this needs to stop, because it just sounds like Thom Tillis wants the music industries and these corporations to be the police of the internet now, of what you post now. So if you post anything that's a song that you have in your video, well, that's copyrighted. You go to jail. It can even be by mistake as well. The people don't need to actually just go out on Thom Tillis, like start emailing him, calling him. No. Honestly, he probably doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't care how you feel. All he cares about is the money. But what I do feel like you should actually be doing is that you should actually be contacting your local representatives, your state senator, anything that in your state. Just contact them. Try and contact them and say that this vote should not be passed, and explain why. But I still want you guys to actually be respectful and just explain it as best as you can, to tell them this bill should not be passed to become a law, and explain why. Every day people are actually literally finding out that Thom Tillis has taken so much money from these industries. Like, you can literally just go on hashtag DMCA on Twitter. You could just start seeing a whole bunch of people literally talking about that he stole a whole bunch of money from these corporations, somehow make this thing become a bill that he's trying to pass. It's literally a horrific thing that he's trying to put in place. Also, Thom Tillis is trying to say that he's just protecting the music industry, which is honestly a huge lie. Like, we all know what you're doing, Tom. Like, we get it. You're doing this for the money. We all know you're bullshitting about this. Like, this is not how you push a bill. That is completely outrageous. These video platforms like Twitch and YouTube really need to step in and protect the creators. Yet again, I will say this, that YouTube has been doing a huge amount of just a better job than Twitch is with their copyright and DMCAs. YouTube has gone a lot better with their copyright and DMCAs. It's a shocker, I know, but it's true. Twitch really needs to actually get involved with all this, because they really don't have a solution for the DMCA and copyright system. But instead, you know what Twitch did? This week, Twitch went out and banned the word simp, incel, and virgin. They couldn't do anything about the DMCA system, but they banned those 3 words this week. The only thing that they really talked about the DMCA stuff is that delete the clips and VODs that you have. That is literally it. That is their solution. They don't have a solution. They really need to actually push and protect their creators, both YouTube and Twitch. They really need to push this, because if they don't, their platforms are going to get destroyed. So in conclusion, I really hope that you guys actually go and speak out about the situation, because this literally can actually damage someone's and just pretty much ruin their whole life and career if this thing gets passed. As I said before, try and contact your local representatives, senators, or really whatever about this bill, and explain to them to not vote for this, and explain how bad it's going to be if this bill gets passed. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, share this video to others. It would really help. Subscribe to the channel. It will really help out a lot. Turn on notifications to know when I upload, because that is the only way at this point before we all go to jail for copyright. And comment on the video on what you think about this whole bill that they're trying to pass, because I would like to actually hear what you guys' opinion would be about this whole situation, because it is quite damaging to hear that people want us to go to jail for using anything copyrighted. But anyways, all social media links are down in the description, but I will provide any information about this thing in the description below. We're probably gonna have to cover this again soon, because it's probably gonna get a lot worse. Knowing how the world is right now, it's probably gonna get a lot worse. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.